Hi there, welcome to Fayetteville Public Library's Kids Create. I'm Allison and I have a really neat 3D paper flower project for you today. Let me show you what it looks like. Here we go. How neat is that? I'm sure you've seen all of the beautiful flowers, tulips and daffodils blooming all over the area, and the neat thing about this is that unlike those, if you pick them, these won't wilt, and even though they're in a vase, you don't need water. There are, of course, as you can see, several parts to this, but they are all so simple, and once you put them together, this is the really neat effect that you get, all right? So basically, you just need paper, scissors, a glue stick. You can use coloring pencils or crayons if you want. You'll see here in a minute that you don't necessarily need to do any coloring. It's just something that you can decide on your own. Now, the tulips are a very simple origami pattern, all right? And you can buy origami paper at craft stores, or you can cut down construction paper or colored copier paper down to size. This origami paper is 6 by 6 inches, which in order to make the bouquet fit on a regular sheet of 8.5 by 11, it's a little bit big. So I cut them down to 4 inches by 4 inches. Now, if you want to put your bouquet on a larger sheet, 6 by 6 is fine. But I just found that 4 inches by 4 inches worked better for this particular project, okay? I'm gonna make 3 of these so that you can see how simple it is to create origami tulips. You just need your square, and you're going to put 2 of the points together, make your crease there, okay? Open it back up, and you'll fold the opposite corners together, and again, make your crease. All right, now you're gonna put that point towards the ceiling, or if you've got it on a flat surface, put the point away from you, and you're simply going to turn these corners up. Okay, I'm gonna look at it, turn it my direction. It's a little bit easier to try to do it backwards into the camera. Okay, there we go. All right, so like I did, let me show you again. You just turn the 2 outer corners up, and you're almost there. Then you want to make flat sides, so you just take these points and just fold them to the back, and that's it. That's all you have to do to make an origami tulip. Let me make a couple more for you again so you can see how simple it is and hopefully follow along. Just fold 2 of the opposite corners together, make a crease, fold the opposite 2 corners together, and make another crease. There you go. And then you just turn these 2 corners on the outside. There you are. And then make 2 flat edges. Can you believe how simple that is? Oh my goodness, easy peasy. And you can do them in all kinds of colors, just depending on what color of paper you get. All right, that's all you have to do. And I'm going to show you, you can, when you have them on your paper, when you've glued them into place, you can actually kind of, fluff them out, and it really increases the 3D effect. One more, put those 2 opposite corners together, 2 opposite corners together, and then fold up and fold up. You can make a whole field of these flowers in no time at all. And that is it. I think it may be the simplest origami I've ever done. All right, so there you have your 3 tulips. Now you're going to want to make your vase, okay? So as you see, I've got just a regular sheet of 8.5 by 11. This is cardstock, which means it's a little bit thicker and stiff, which holds up better because you're putting quite a bit of weight on it with the different bits of paper. It's not necessary. It just, kind of works better, but I think any sheet, construction paper, anything like that will work just fine. All right, So you can either use just a sheet of white paper for your vase, and you can decorate it with a pattern or a color of crayons of your choice. For this example, I found a piece of really pretty lavender color paper, and so I'm just going to use that for my vase. And also, just for time's sake, rather than taking a little bit to decorate it, I'm just simply going to use it because of the pretty color. So you're just going to fold it in half, and that'll give you just about the perfect height for your vase. Okay. All right. Now you're going to fold your vase into 3 sections, okay, into thirds. So just fold it once and fold it again, and now you've got your thirds. And that's going to make your vase. Now, you need to create tabs on the back that you're going to glue down. So this outside section, one of the sides, just fold it in half to that crease. Okay, see how that looks? And you'll do the other side. Just bring in that edge and fold it to the first crease. I didn't get it quite even. Okay, so it's really going to look like a rectangular box. There you go. You see how that looks? There's the back. All right, so you're going to spread it completely out. All right, and you're going to put glue here and here. Get my surface to work on. All right, you can use a bottle glue. You don't have to use a glue stick. Okay. All right, so you've got glue on these little tabs that are going to go around the back and anchor the vase to the sheet of paper. So you just press that tab into place, and you're going to bring the other tab around and press it into place. Okay, let me use the tabletop to get the glue really nice and snug on the paper. There we go. There's your vase. You see? Gotta stick it down a little bit more. All right, that's all you have to do. Now, if you choose to make a pattern on it, stripes or polka dots or whatever, do that before you glue the vase to the paper, because after that, you'll mess up your creases and it won't be a really good, flat, firm surface for drawing on. So do your design first before you attach the vase to the sheet of paper. All right, now your flowers, of course, are going to need stems and leaves. So you'll need some green paper, and I would just cut thin strips for the tulip stems. Do a couple, and of course you also need leaves. And this is very simple. The tulip leaves are very, very easy to make. You just do a little bit of a curve. Doesn't have to be perfect. See, just like that. Okay. So now you have your tulip leaves and your stems. Totally up to you where you want to place your stems and your leaves. I kind of like to tilt them off to the side because it looks more realistic. Whenever you're arranging actual flowers, they're not going to go straight up and down. So you kind of want them off to the side a little bit like that. So you can play with it. Don't automatically glue them down right off the bat. Just kind of figure out where you like to place them, and then you can put the glue on the stem. All right, so I'm just gonna run that glue stick down that stem, and I'm gonna anchor it to my little clipboard. That'll make it easier to work with. There we go. Now we got a good surface for securing that stem. All right, so just stick it down in your vase. Like I said, I'm gonna tilt it off to the side there just a little bit. Whoops, got the glue side out. There we go. Well, there it is. Need more glue on there, I think. There. Well, I need more glue. Try that again. Oh, okay. Now I think we're moving. All right. There we go. Okay. Yeah. See how it's kind of off to the side? That's just how tulips would actually be in a vase rather than straight up and down. Just kind of put it in at an angle. And then I'm going to run glue on my other stem. And I think I'll make this one a little bit lower. Because again, flower arrangements aren't perfect. They're not completely asymmetrical, or symmetrical, excuse me, they're asymmetrical. That's a more appealing look than exactly perfect. There you go. All right, so you got your stems, and then you just run some glue along the back of your tulip. Make sure that those folded up points are on the front, and you're gonna put the glue on the back. Okay. And just put it right there on top of the stem. Now, what you can do is you can stick your finger down there in the middle of that tulip and kind of pop that crease out. And that really gives your flowers a 3D look. All right, let's do one more. Let's do the pink one. Again, make sure your two side points are facing forward, and you'll put the glue on the back side and stick it on the top of that stem. Okay. And again, just kind of pop that crease out and make your flower more 3D. Now we still need to add the leaves. All right, and again, you can just put those wherever you like on the paper. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't really need to be up and down. It can be kind of off to the side. People standing outside the door watching, so I'm under a little bit of pressure here. There you go. You see how that leaf goes in there? And one more. Put that glue on. And tuck it down inside your vase that you don't have to fill with water ever, ever, ever. Get this other one back in. And you can fill this vase with as many tulips as you want. As easy as the origami design is, you can make a bunch in no time. And that glue does not want to stick. There. Okay. Another thing that you can do with the leaves is you can kind of curl them forward, and that also lends to the 3D effect. There you go. And that is all you have to do. Now, like I said, like you've seen, there are several steps to this. You have to fold the origami flowers. You have to cut the vase and fold it and put it on the paper, and then you've got your stems and your leaves. But it's all, each step on its own is very easy, and you can do a little bit at a time and come back and finish it later. And it actually, it looks pretty complicated, but it's not. So that can just be your secret and my secret. Shh. But this is a neat, you could turn this into a card for somebody. Mother's Day will be coming up in May. You can write a message off to the side, and these flowers won't wilt. Your special person can put them on the fridge or in their workspace, and they are good to go for a really long time. Sound good? Pretty neat. I hope you enjoy creating your 3D paper bouquet, and I will see you again soon. Bye.